Alrighty, Reddit Insanity, where people post the dumbest things they can possibly think of onto Reddit. I'm Michael.
I'm Noah.
Let's start. Let's get into some, today I fucked ups from Reddit.
I fucked up today by fucking up my pack. Oh,
You put your own entry on there.
don't never get a fucking spring fucking bed. Fucking metal springs are the devil.
the inner springs.
Yeah, God, Christ.
Alrighty. First one we have is Bento Cinto.
I like that.
This person puts, back in 2017, I was in my final year of university and got the opportunity to spend 5 weeks in Tokyo for an exchange observation ship. One of the items on my bucket list was to visit a Sento, traditional indoor Japanese bathhouse.
Okay.
I wanted to go to somewhere a little bit less touristy, and luckily, there was a place only a few blocks from where I was staying, like 45 minutes out of the central city. Not wanting to make an idiot of myself, I did some research beforehand regarding what to expect and how to act. So we put in a little bit of effort here.
I come out fucking butt ass naked. just like Hugh Jackman.
Exactly.
Because he did that. Was he in a Japanese bathhouse?
Yeah, it was.
He didn't wear. They give him this tiny tie wearing this shit. Fucking dick just swinging. The Japanese bathhouse, like, Godzilla.
Godzilla. One thing mentioned was that you have to wash yourself before hopping into the pool.
That is true.
I didn't have a travel bottle of soap or body wash, but read that you can buy at most places. And if not, then it will often be supplied. Whenever I got there, I quickly realized no one spoke English. No shit, Sherlock. You're in Japan.
Yeah.
And not in the center part of Tokyo.
You can't expect everyone to speak the same language you do in a foreign country, no less.
No, you're supposed to speak louder and slower, and then they'll understand you. And although I managed to pay for my entry, I couldn't communicate for soap, nor could I see for it for purchase behind the counter. I assumed there'd be some in the actual bathing area, so stripped down naked into the changing room, put my clothes in the locker, and proceeded into the actual bathing room. On the left-hand side of the room, there were like 15 or so washing stations. To the right was a big pool. There was a few old men sitting there, more like squatting, on tiny footstool things washing themselves. I was the only non-Japanese person there, and alas, there was no soap in sight. Then I spied just to the left of the entrance, on a table, a small wooden woven basket with like 7 bars in it. This was where I began my big fuck up.
Did it start at the very beginning when you first entered the building?
Kind of, yeah, but still. I assumed that this was a communal soap basket. I grabbed a bar of soap and walked to one of the washing stations to get to business. One of the old Japanese guys saw me doing this and started glaring.
Samurai soap.
And started glaring at me and muttering something under his breath. This wouldn't have been the time to return the soap to the basket if I call it a day, but I'm a fucking idiot, so that didn't happen. Shortly after, another old Japanese man gets out of the bath, walks over to the table, picks up the basket of soap, exchanges words with the guy who glared at me, and proceeds to also start glaring at me and saying something in what seemed to be pretty angry tones.
Oh.
This was whenever I realized with horror that the basket was in fact his, and I had stolen one of his bars of soap.
You know what you need 7 for? You'll be fine. Let me have one.
By this point, I had already lathered myself up. However, so handling the soap back to him clearly wasn't an option.
Too late now. You fucking balls of it on it.
Exactly. I awkwardly tried to apologize, but I could see it wasn't well received. I didn't see any other option except to finish washing myself. But the next issue was that I had nowhere to put the soap. I didn't have any toiletries bags with me, and there was no rubbish bins anywhere. So I just sat there red-faced, completely naked, dying a million deaths inside, continuously rubbing soap on myself and breaking it up, disintegrating it into small, even chunks.
Just fucking wore out a whole bar of soap? Yeah.
So that it would go down the drain. I'm sure the Japanese men continued glaring and cursing at me, but I didn't make any further eye contact with them, so I couldn't be completely sure. After this ordeal was over, I rinsed myself off, got up, and entered the bath. The water was incredibly hot, however, and this, alongside the shame of embarrassment washing over me, made for some thoroughly unenjoyable experiences.
Damn.
I only stayed in there like that for 5 minutes before slinking out, back to the safety of my touristy accommodations. So yeah, don't grab soap if you don't know who it's for. and just rub it all over your dick and balls.
Well, yeah. You go with that.
You want it back?
First of all, once you need 7 bars of soap for it, one fucking little stall, that would have upset the hell out of me.
Well, I was thinking it makes sense if you went there like daily,
Mm-hmm.
and they're probably not big bars of soap. They're probably like the little
I
hotel.
hope so. But he's just fucking chugging around like
Imagine if this dude.
full-size bars of soap everywhere he goes.
I was gonna say, imagine this dude over there just scrubbing himself until a gigantic bar of soap is gone. It makes it for a funnier like image, but
Just him fucking embarrassing like a full fucking bar of soap
a big bar of Irish Spring.
and fucking rubbing himself for 45 minutes.
His skin's raw. Alrighty, next one is by Competition Extreme 36. This person puts, I have a 6-year-old son. I went to the fair a few months ago, and that was where a display of livestock that the public could pet. Me, trying to be jolly, told him that he'd be eating them for dinner someday. My son was shocked and asked how was that possible?
What the fuck are you talking about? It just ruins his whole fucking perception of I can't even say the word.
Perception.
Yeah, perception of life.
See, neither one of us can talk and we're not even fucked up.
I'm always fucked. That's my secret, Captain. I'm always fucked up.
Yeah. I told him that meat was made by killing animals and cooking them. He then asked me what all the meats were. I told him that it's chicken, beef, steak, sausage, salami, and mutton.
The meat of the fallen.
Later that night at home, I noticed him separating his dinner. He removed all the meat pieces from the rice and only ate the rice. My wife asked him what was wrong, and he said he doesn't want to eat animals. In the morning, I gave him a glass of milk, but he refused to drink it. I asked him why, and he said that it's made from cows. I explained to him that milk comes from squeezing a cow's chest, and that no cows are hurt or killed when they milk.
There's his chest coming out the fucking titties in the back.
I also told him that eggs come out of chicken's mouth. Wrong, I know, but I didn't want him to give up eggs too. They come out their ass.
Just fucking throw up, brother.
Thankfully, he's fine with milk and eggs. However, he continues to refusing to eat meat. A week passed, and we went to the doctor. The doctor said that it's probably just a temporary phase, and we should feed him vegetarian alternatives for the time being. We now buy canned beans, lentils, Greek yogurt, olive oil, whey protein, soy nuggets, and plant-based pastries and sausages. We also order a cheese pizza for him instead of a pepperoni pizza.
So I can't have pepperoni because of you little fucker?
It's been a few months now, and I've bought iron and B12 gummies for him. Even my wife and I are starting to go more vegetarian.
Shit. Just ruined their fucking life.
All because you told a 6-year-old, yep, you're going to be eating it someday. Like, unless your kid's growing up on a farm and seeing it for themselves.
Yeah, they're not exactly used to the horrific nature of the food that they eat.
There's a story I seen not too long ago where they were asking this one family, so where are you getting your chicken from? From the store. Yeah, but you know where it comes from though, right? Like, the farm. It don't come from a farm, it comes from the store.
They kill them right in the back.
Exactly.
They put them out to pasture.
Ready? Next one is by It's Ya Boy Tom Toda.
Tom Toda, I missed you, bro.
This person puts, I'm a 17-year-old student from the Netherlands, and I am on a 5-day trip to Rome with school. Everything was great. I was exploring the city with my friends, eating out every day, and just having a lot of fun. Yesterday, me and my friends decided to play some drinking games and get a little fucked up. It was a fun night, but I was irresponsible and drank way too much. Whenever I went back to our room, I felt like I had gotten quite sick. I was drunk and had to throw up, and I was dizzy, and I could barely stand. I decided to get into the shower to clean myself up and maybe sober up a little bit. But I fell asleep for 4 hours.
In the shower? Fuck. One of us been fucking freezing.
Well, in a hotel, it stays warm.
Really?
Yeah.
Everyone else must have been fucking freezing like that motherfucker.
Nobody noticed that I was still in the shower until someone from a different room walked into the hallway and noticed that the floor was flooded.
A fucking prune in there.
They thought the water was coming from our room and quickly woke everyone up. I got out of the shower still feeling awful and found that the bathroom floor was ankle deep in water.
Ankle deep? God dang.
That's a lot of water.
Wait, was he taking a bath or a shower?
Shower.
Well, would it just keep going down the drain indefinitely?
Apparently he had the stopper in or something.
Jeez.
The water also leaked down and flooded the bar downstairs and caused a lot of damage to the cellar. Me, my teachers, classmates, students from different classes were all mopping up the floor with towels and emptying.
I would have been fucking pissed if I had to clean up someone else's fucking mess.
And emptying them in everything that we could take: water, sinks, toilets, showers, etc. After at least an hour of mopping the floor like that, and the floors are dry, but the damage is done. Door frames are curling, floors and ceiling are fucked, and everyone knows about it. My teachers are telling me not to worry and that the insurance will cover the damages, but my feeling of guilt is immeasurable. My teachers and fellow students have to clean up my mess at 4:30 in the morning. My teacher's having to deal with insurance in the hotel and school, and I'm terrified of having to deal with my parents and my reputation at school. I'm very lucky that we didn't get kicked out of the hotel, and I hope that hope that this will just be forgotten. It probably won't.
Not if you keep fucking reminding everybody
Exactly.
on Reddit.
Exactly. Because you have to have that clout. You have to get that too.
Yes.
I mean, come on now.
She'll be so embarrassing to be the one guy that causes the problems for everyone else.
Waking everybody up at 4:30
Or
in
the
the fucking
fucking morning, we mopping floors.
I get up at 4:30 in the morning to go to work. Do you think I want to get up and clean some shit like that at 4:30 in the morning? Hell no. Next one is by Impossible Bridge 188. This person fits. I'm in my early 30s and have had symptoms of low testosterone for years. I had low libido, low energy, and struggling to build muscle at the gym.
What do you know? I don't have low testosterone because I'm fucking hard as a rock consistently. I wish I could drop it like a few fucking notches down.
Oh, you're just thirsty right now. It's okay.
The thirstiest man that's ever lived.
So about 2 months ago, I decided to start TRT with my primary care physician. However, I was also worried about my fertility and testicle shrinkage while on it. I asked my doc for medication to take with my TRT to keep my fertility called HCG. I'm just thinking something else. Unfortunately, she couldn't prescribe it because it was made harder to get a few years ago and said it would most likely have to come from a urologist now.
A urologist? How dare they?
So I did a quick Google search of nearby urologists and found one that popped up and asked if I could just be referred to him.
Broke into his house and took his fucking prescription back.
She agreed, and I was set up for an appointment a month away. I started taking the TRT while I waited on my urology appointment. About 4 weeks in, my libido and erections got crazy good.
What? My
Super
balls are the
Saiyan.
size of grapefruits.
Dropped out of the size of grapes. I also felt like a horny teenager again. It was awesome. Finally, my urology appointment came up. I noticed in the waiting room I was reading reviews for the urologist on Google, and he had a 1.5 star rating for his reviews.
Fuck. 1.5 stars out of what? 5? Fuck.
You didn't look at that before? Like, damn, dude. I didn't think much
He
about
looks at the reviews. He'll fuck up your dick. My dick hasn't been the same since I came to visit him.
I didn't think much about it, and I just thought it was only there I thought I'm only there to see if I can get some fertility medicine and be on my way. During the appointment, I asked if I could get prescribed HCG and take my TRT for my fertility, and he just said he doesn't prescribe it either. I thought,
Motherfucker, after all that, not only because the problem with the doctor's appointments is they fucking make you wait like 6 weeks before I got an opening now. By the time you get there, you're fucking dead.
well, this was a month away, so
So I think like 4 weeks for a doctor's appointment. You're not that fucking busy.
yeah. I thought, well, shoot, I guess I'll just talk to him about my TRT
Let me
then.
just break his neck with all the TRT running through my veins.
I know.
I'll put it to this fucking wall.
I told him it was really helping my libido and erectile dysfunction. He looked at me and said TRT doesn't help with erectile dysfunction. I didn't really have ED, but I said it had been helping with mine. He said he wanted to do an exam to me since I thought I was having an erection issues to begin with.
Here, put your dick out.
I didn't expect a whole exam, but I agreed. So I got that 1.5 star. I laid on the table with my underwear down and he began his exam.
Face down, ass up.
Yeah. First, he grabbed my dick and spread the opening to my urethra.
Ow, ow.
Next thing he did shocked me.
He fucking kissed me. Time for the. I'm gonna go now, doctor.
He pinched under the head of my dick and stretched it hard farther than I knew it could go.
Hey, man.
And then started squeezing up and down my
What
shaft.
you doing? What the fuck is you doing? That's not when I lost my shit. What the?
It didn't really hurt, but it was uncomfortable.
No kidding. Oh, I get a female here, please.
Then he checked for hernias and I was done. He said I was all good. Whenever I was putting my pants back on, I noticed my dick felt sore and also numb.
Also noticed he didn't wear gloves when he did it.
I didn't think anything of it as I walked out. As I walked to my truck, I fell down there again and still felt numb and sore.
Fucking assholes all bleeding.
He lost
Stuck like 3 fingers up his ass.
he lost that 3 seconds of time where the doctor stopped the time and came over. I thought it was weird, but I had to go back to work.
I checked the clock and it was 3 hours later. What the fuck was going on?
Later that day, I noticed that I was still feeling the same and also couldn't get an erection no matter how hard I tried.
What the fuck did that doctor do to her?
Pressure points.
God damn, yeah, like he hit the fucking 1,000 fucking pressure points.
I felt disconnected from my penis.
Motherfucker, I would have lost my shit.
It's been over a month since my appointment, and my penis is still numb.
So he just fucking broke his dick.
With total erectile dysfunction, with no sign of getting better. I've talked to doctors, and none of them seem to know what is wrong with my dick. The only thing that happened was the stretch and squeeze from the urologist exam.
He must have broke a vein or something.
Apparently, urologists do the test in a way to check for Peyronie's disease. I guess I've never heard of that disease. My dick couldn't handle it, apparently.
Wasn't strong enough.
My TRT is no longer helping with my libido or erection.
Motherfucker.
I'm hoping I get better, but I'm not sure. Next time I'll make sure to read the reviews of the doctors before I go to them.
Like
So that's why he's got that 1.5.
Yeah, so he broke my fucking dick.
He breaks dicks.
That is insane.
Yeah, a little bit. All right, next one is by No Gas 8462. This person puts, grandmother fell ill. Grandmother fell ill, and I hid it from all of us. When we found out, she refused to have herself checked, and this went on for months as her condition got worse and worse. Any attempts to urge her to get checked would be met by yelling and snapping back, even items being thrown at people. It didn't matter if you were her son or grandson. Eventually, she ended up to the point where she couldn't even stand, and she told me that she just wanted to die already. Now, this grandmother of mine terrorized me my whole life. She tried...
What you waiting for there? People always have that fucking fantasy of like the fucking movie, TV show, Family Life, right?
Yeah.
Where everyone's so nice and kind to each other. The real shit's the real shit. The grandma's like, I just want to die. Like, bitch, hurry the fuck up.
She tried kicking my mother and I during childhood multiple times, and she hated my mother. She would instigate fights with me and lie that I hit her or yelled at her siblings and my father. But I felt like I just couldn't watch her and wither away. Nor did I just want to stand idly and watch my father break down more and more at the thought of losing his mother. So now, at her most vulnerable, I cared for her.
Fucking sucked her clean them out.
I moved into her room to watch over her. I urged her to keep living. I told her the family wouldn't want her gone and that she's too strong and can fight it.
I lied to her and told her the family wouldn't want her to go.
Just opposite of everything he's saying. Long story short, after a month, she agreed to go to the hospital finally. It's cancer.
I'm the type of person, like, I'm really not, but at the same time, I feel like I wish I could be. That, like, if someone treats me that badly, and, like, they're like, don't you ever help me, understand me? And then they get hit by a car, I'm like, well, he just
So,
helped me. And watch them drag themselves across the... It's like, come on, you got it. Come on.
You can do it.
You can drag yourself out of the street.
All right. It's cancer.
Fuck.
We're too late and it's terminal.
God dang it, Grandma. All you had to do was go to the fucking hospital.
Yeah. But they chose to operate anyway. And it was a success. They removed as much as they could, but nothing could be done with the cancer that had reached her head. The doctors did everything they could, and they believe that she'll have a few more years to live her life.
The guy's like, fuck.
My dad dedicates the next year of his life to her, being with her and taking care of her, along with hiring 2 personal nurses to attend to her other needs, as she refuses to allow me or my father bring her anything such as toilet paper.
What, just fucking shits on the floor?
Yeah. Take that, you son of a bitch.
Take that, you stupid motherfucker.
Just stand there and just shit herself.
Like they want to make this seem like a wholesome story, but I can already tell that grandma must be the fucking devil.
Fast forward a year later. We find out that she's been talking shit behind my father's back.
I told you. See, I told you.
Soon enough, whenever he's around, she badmouths his wife. My parents are now divorced. To his face, and openly says that my half-sister isn't her grandchild.
Damn, my grandchild. You know what I would do? Again, like I really wouldn't, but I wish I would, right? I would have a calendar, and they just one more day left. Like just like I just pick a random day,
They just start
and
counting
it just says
down.
bye, grandma.
This goes on for months more until my birthday. She wakes up, gets out of her room, causes a scene, and badmouths my father's wife and daughter to their face. This was the last straw. My father no longer drove over every day to be with her. He still pays for her medicines and nurses, but he told me that he can't face her anymore. It was too much after everything he's done for her the past year. I try to mediate, but my grandmother sees no issue. After all, according to her, she only badmouthed the wife and kid, not my father. Today, her favorite nurse went home to take a 1 week vacation. A temporary nurse came in to take her place. She has yelled at both nurses to fuck off and leave the room.
I swear, man, some people just don't deserve anything. Like if you want to be a bitch, then but you're gonna be a bitch all by yourself.
Yeah. They both are not allowed in. She smells like shit because she refuses to let anyone change her diaper.
Nasty old bitch.
And whenever I try to convince her, she just yells. As with before, she refuses anyone not female to clean her or take her to the bathroom.
That one I respect.
I understand that one. More than $100,000 spent the last 2 years solely on her.
$100,000 on a cranky old bitch.
That amount of money in my country could have you living comfortable for years. 2 years of trying to give a dying old lady a last few good years ends up here.
Jeez.
With a smelly, angry, spoiled...
This story's your turn.
Make sure to put a smelly...
It seemed like it was going to be like some redemption story for grandma. She just stayed the most evil, cruel old lady she could possibly be. I tell you, man, evil people don't fucking die.
Spoiled grandmother who refuses to listen to me once again. One who has told my father he can fuck off if he wants to keep it, if he wants, as long as he keeps paying for her nurses and medications. I'm back on my antidepressant meds now.
God dang, grandma, you ruined the whole fucking family.
Yeah, I'm having thoughts worse than suicide.
What's worse than suicide?
Probably killing her.
It doesn't seem that bad, if I'm being honest with you. Who would really believe he killed her? She fucking died in her sleep.
I'm regretting having convinced my grandmother to live.
I bet you if you try to kill her, she'd somehow fucking get the upper hand in the fucking altercation.
She'd rub her diaper in his face.
You're like, you fucking get him at a disadvantage, and then they tumble down the stairs. He fucking breaks his neck at the bottom of the stairs.
Bitch.
Fucking that, man. Now he's fucking paralyzed, and they decide to put her in the. They decide to put him in the same room that she's staying in, so now she can just come up to him every night and whisper shit in his ears. I told you I could come up with random shit.
But I could see it. I can picture that.
Like in the middle of the night, she just gets up out of bed. Like, look what we have here.
Well,
She fucking burns the, like, she turns them all right where they can't see him, and she burns the back with a cigarette.
and then takes her diaper off.
God.
I should have let her die like she wanted.
The greatest story I've ever heard. Should just cut to the chase.
I should have let this old bitch die.
I should have shot her if I knew she would kill her, but she's fucking bulletproof.
She's a witch.
I tried to kill her, she fucking flew out the tree. I'll be back. Turned out his grandma was the Baba Yaga.
The Baba Yaga scared us. Oh, fuck. But she's caused endless problems for her nurses, my siblings, and I. My parents, her own siblings, and many others. And these last 2 years, you're just waiting for them to get it.
I swear that at that point, like I swear, if she fell or something and like broke her hip, they would just let her lie there until she died.
But she wouldn't.
She fucking crawl to the fucking ambulance.
She would live
Like she'll get to the fucking phone somehow.
Oh man, that is a funny story.
Some people you just can't help.
She's gonna live out she's probably gonna outlive all of them.
She'll be just the one person at the fucking grave.
The anger.
Or the last fucking family member. I told you, son of a bitch.
That is hilarious. All right. To a little bit more lighthearted one. This person is, let's see, Alice Chong Wesson. It's a weird one. I was listening to a podcast on my earbuds while crocheting and drinking tea.
Crochet, huh?
She learned it from the old lady. Crocheting. Then I felt the urge to use the bathroom. Took my phone so that the Bluetooth connection won't be disrupted, and went to business. As I finished to turn and flush, and slightly tilted my head, that was whenever it happened. While flushing, one of my earbuds lost grip and fell into the stream. It was gone before I could even process what had just happened. My husband heard my scream in disbelief and asked if I was okay. I felt quite embarrassed whenever I told him what had happened. Lesson learned. Don't wear wearables while taking a shit. They might actually accompany your turd through the depths of the local canal system. At least one is left, and I can still use it without the other. But noise canceling may not work as well before.
There's some fucking rats in the sewers just collecting earbuds, like 100 of them.
Well, all right. Next one is by Girl Slug 666.
Okay.
Today I fucked up by feeding animals behind my job. I got my lunch break, so I went to the outdoor smoking gazebo thing. I work at Walmart. That's all you had to say is I work at Walmart. To eat some chicken I had bought at the deli. There's a feral cat who's been warming up to me because I feed her scraps. So I was ripping chicken bits off and tossing them to her whenever I felt an insanely strong bite on my leg. I looked down, and a scrawny, mangly, ugly raccoon attached to my leg.
Oof.
I kicked the shit out of the little fucker, but it came back to fight me. Some more, so I had to climb up onto the table and call my coworkers to come rescue me.
I would love to see the video of like her having a fist fight with a raccoon on the fucking
Only at a Walmart.
the security feed.
The whole time the little bastard just snarling and speaking guttural raccoon language at me.
You think the damn cat would come in and fucking defend her?
Not even
Seeing that fucking feeding you.
deuces.
I wonder. I think a cat would beat a raccoon.
Probably, but I don't know. The cat's like, fuck you.
Like I've seen cats fight, right? Like dogs and shit.
Yeah.
I've never seen a raccoon really fight anything. So I think a cat would probably win, no problem. I guess it also depends on the cat and the raccoon.
Yeah.
It could be the most gangster raccoon that's ever fucking existed.
My coworker came over and hit it with a stick, and it finally ran away.
God dang.
Animal control was called, and they told me to seek urgent care, so I drove to the ER where I received a very painful shot in the leg and another in the arm. I have to go back Monday for another.
Well, you don't want rabies, so there you go.
Exactly.
I hate shots, but give me all the shots you can give me.
I don't need rabies. Next one is by Live the Nightmare. That's the title of it too. I lived the nightmare.
Shit, what are you living with your grandma?
So I have I don't. That's a horror story.
That sure fucking was.
So I have officially lived a nightmare. This is our third time meeting each other. The first date was amazing. The second date was just great. Now it's got to it last night. The whole night was going so well. We were both having so much fun enjoying each other's company. At 11:30, we just finished hanging out at one of the clubs. I'm not much of a drinker, but I have only had 2 drinks the whole night. And I'm a big guy, so I wasn't feeling it at all. We were about to head to another club whenever suddenly I got hit really hard by the need to pee out of nowhere.
Well, that shit is terrifying. Because, like, you'll just be, like, doing stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because you're, like, doing all these physical stuff, and all of a sudden, like, you really have to fucking pee. That shit just fucking, like, it comes out. You might not even make it to the bathroom. It's not like a slow build toward peeing. It's just, like,
Instant.
there. You're like, whoa, shit.
I got to piss.
I got stuff fucking going.
I told her that I needed to pee first.
And she's like, no problem. She opens her mouth. Haven't spoken to her since.
So we started heading to a place that wasn't as busy. We got in line, and my God, it felt like the bouncer knew I had to pee because he was literally taking his sweet time checking everyone's IDs.
Damn, I fucked up. It says shake before you drink. Damn.
I was literally doing the potty dance, a true classic.
Ah, yes. Everyone knows the famous potty dance.
We finally got in, and I started dashing for the restroom. But all of a sudden, I couldn't hold it anymore and literally let everyone go as I was running to the bathroom. Let everything go.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you, I usually am a very calm person to handle situations calmly. This is the first time I experienced a panic attack.
Well, yeah, you fucking pissed yourself in public. Shit is embarrassing.
It was not a good feeling.
I bet the warm stuff was.
I stood there, Waiting for her to come out for what felt like an eternity. Eventually, I ran out because I felt like it was a full-blown panic. Like he was in full-blown panic mode.
The fucking bastard. He pissed. I said, look at him. Look at him. Look. Just to be an asshole.
I started wandering outside, not even knowing where I had parked.
He just ran out in the night and they haven't seen him since.
I called her in total panic, telling her what had happened. I'm at work and I didn't think it to make up an excuse. I just told her outright what happened.
Fucking pissed myself.
I really messed up whenever I left. I left my dad alone at night in a random bar. It's the next morning now, and I'm so embarrassed, but I feel more ashamed that I left her like that. I'm so disappointed in myself.
Fuck that, man. I pissed myself. I'm going home.
TLDR. I pissed my pants at the bar and left my day. All right. Get a couple more here. Next one is by Plain Milk is Good.
Yeah.
In the past, I was going through repeated burnout depression episodes that lasted quite a while. The pattern was usually it would last a couple of weeks to a month. However, the last time it happened lasted around 3 months, from late winter into spring. Well, I recently started feeling a whole lot better and thought about maybe turning my life around a little bit. I had stopped caring for myself and never changed the sheets that I slept on for a whole time, like for 3 months. Didn't wash the sheets ever.
Well, at least take a shower every day. Be all right.
It depends. Like apparently, by the way they're writing it though, there were some nasty sheets.
You get fucking shit stains all over the fucking sheets.
Like some of the.
Remember that one guy was fucking constantly fucking. He wouldn't wipe his ass.
Yeah.
Fat motherfucker. And his girlfriend couldn't deal with that anymore.
Yes. It's probably him. I woke up early this morning and started cleaning my room. Around my room was mostly paper, clothes, and clutter. It wasn't too bad. One thing I failed to notice was that one of my old duvets was wedged in between my bed and the wall it lay next to. I was dreading picking it up only because I dealt with a mold problem and was almost 100% sure that there would be a crap ton of it caked on this duvet. I procrastinated picking it up for a while, but a couple of minutes ago thought I was ready to get rid of the burden. So I went to my room, threw on a glove, and shimmied the duvet out of the wedge. Bad mistake. I thought I saw something crawling on it as soon as the duvet was freed. Yes, I did. Spiders. Tiny ones like babies, bigger ones, even bigger ones. I was genuinely disgusted and dropped it, grabbed whatever was important and left my room. Hundreds of spiders were just crawling everywhere.
Jesus Christ.
I'm actually horrified.
Yeah, I would be too.
I'm curled up in another room with a blanket wrapped around me. The thought of those skinny spider legs just gives me goosebumps.
Get a vacuum and just fucking suck them up. Do something, man. Yeah, don't leave them there.
I genuinely felt like setting the room on fire. This was definitely a huge fuck you for getting better, or maybe just a lesson to take better care of myself. I don't even know
how to take better care of myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Just for that, you don't deserve nothing in life.
Not being able to write.
We don't know fucking do actual grammar.
Yeah. Next one is by
To gooder care of myself.
Good care.
Gooder care.
Chiaras.
Chiras?
Chia Chiaras.
Was it Chitara's sister in from Lino stuff? You know, the Thundercats? Oh.
All right, so this person puts, recently I've gotten into the habit of barking whenever my dog does. I don't know why, I just do. She barks at me, I bark back. That's just how it is. This has caused, I guess it's supposed to be, this has not caused any trouble until today. They don't know how to spell not, so.
What do they spell it like?
Bot. B-O-T.
B-O-T?
This has caused any trouble.
B-O-T? Like a robot?
Yeah.
Instead of
not.
N-O-T? I guess it's just the wrong letter. That's not that bad.
Yeah. I'm just saying that's the reason it wouldn't sound right.
Instead of writing where, W-E-A-R, I wrote W-H-E-R-E.
Like the place?
Yeah, instead of the clothing, where.
So I was watching the show with my dog whenever I heard the doorbell ring. I thought it was my brother since I saw him leaving earlier and wasn't expecting anyone else to call by. My dog starts barking like crazy and runs to the door while I go to answer it. I open the door and without thinking, I bark. A full-on proper bark. I look up. The man was not the 16-year-old I was expecting. In fact, he was some random 50-year-old man I had never met before in my life. He stares at me for a few seconds in shock. Behind him is a group of people in their suits laughing. I do not know these people at all, nor do I recognize them. He starts talking about elections and whatnot. I don't know what, I wasn't listening at this point. And each time I answered, I laughed. Eventually, I apologized and said that I was sorry for barking at him and thought that he was my brother. He starts laughing, and I get my mom. Nothing much happens from there except for me trying to not curl up and die. The only reason I'm so bothered is because I keep thinking about it. Like, it's funny, but oh my God, I'll never live it down. Yeah, it's going to bother me.
Live it down, don't you worry.
Usually that's the way it goes. So usually it's more like there's times that you'll just be laying there in bed. It's like
here's the crazy thing. Like in life, everyone usually forgets other people's random bullshit they've done. It's only yourself that you're like, fuck.
Like you'll think of that embarrassing thing that you did like 20 years ago.
But they're also laying in their own bed.
Exactly.
To worry about their own stuff. So, it's a universal thing.
Alrighty. And last one for today is...
Unless you're on the fucking internet, 2 girls, 1 cup.
They're never going to live that down.
They can't because it's embedded in other people's brains.
Well, going on that topic, this is by Chunky Bloody Queefs.
Gross.
Yeah. So currently sitting on my couch contemplating my life after what had just occurred. The last few days, I had a really nasty cold and have been surviving off of Dayquil. The medicine usually makes my brain a little foggy, which I am chalking up this incident to. I was finishing up going number 2 in my bathroom and grabbed some TP to wipe, doing my business, whenever I feel a big glob of snot coming out of my nostril and roll down my upper lip. Out of reflex or instinct,
he licked it.
I took the TP in my hand that had already been used and wiped the snot off.
Damn.
I effectively wiped shit around my mouth and nose.
Gross.
I have spent the last 15 minutes using soap and hot water to scrub my face. But I still feel absolutely disgusting.
All he did just now, stop screaming.
Just to type this out. That was like the shortest one, too. He's like, yeah, I wiped my ass. And then
I wiped my nose with my ass.
Oh. Imagine getting that smell out.
Imagine getting the taste. You'll never get it out of your fucking brain. To be like that for the rest of your...
Just every time you...
Yeah, basically, yeah. Well...
No, that's all I got for Reddit today.
I wonder what shit tastes like. Let's find out next time on the podcast.
And no way be the
all the shit sitting right here. Be fucking insane.
That's only if you get Tres Leches cake. It looks the same as going in as it does coming out.
No kidding.
But anything else to add before we head out tonight?
No, that's it.
Cool. We will see you guys on the next one.
Adios. Tune in next time for more Bat Time, more Bat Channel. Sorry, I don't know. I can't do an outro.